Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Monday, May 21st, 2012. I'm D. Martez, and it's time for the D. Martez Entertainment News Show. Big winner last night, Adele at the Billboard Music Awards. I'll give you a recap and more. Here's Adele rolling in the deep. And that's Adele, and a big night for Adele at the Billboard Music Awards. Took place last night at the MGM in Vegas, and I'll give you a Billboard Music Award recap, and of course, entertainment news. Gonna tell you about Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is under investigation again. Yeah, Lil Wayne and his posse love to beat people up. Also, Joshua Ledet kicked off of American Idol last week, but he has his first big gig offer. I'll tell you about that. And do you like Arby's? You know, Arby's, the place that has the market fresh sandwiches. Well, after I tell you this story about Arby's, you may not like them anymore. Let's just say, am I allowed to say this? It was finger licking good. So I'll give you details about that, and of course, recap of the Billboard Music Awards from last night. But first, celebrity birthdays. Happy birthday to Mr. T from the A-Team. Yeah, Mr. T is 60 years old today. I thought he was much older than that. And a big happy birthday shout out to the late great rapper Notorious B.I.G. Yeah, Notorious. If Biggie was alive, Biggie would be 40 years old on today. Yeah, 40. Can you believe that? Alright, but entertainment news first. Lil Wayne. Okay, so what's up with Lil Wayne again? Well, for the second time in a month, Lil Wayne and his entourage is under investigation for assault, and once again the alleged victim caught a beatdown for trying to take a photo of Lil Wayne. So, Alfredo Marino tells TMZ on May 3rd he spotted Lil Wayne and his posse skateboarding. He says he's a huge fan of Wayne, so he went up to ask for a photo, but they were like, "No, ain't nobody taking no photo here." So then Marino goes to his car where he tries to sneak a pic. You know, that's the problem, that sneaky pic. And then he claimed that Lil Wayne walked over with his crew and began threatening him, saying, "Don't you know all it takes is a word and these mother effers are going to F you up?" So Marino claims he was clocked from behind with the skateboard. Isn't that a funny word, clock? They clocked me. Which knocked him down and left him bleeding from the head. Marino says he suffered a concussion and now he has a lawyer and the police are investigating the situation. You know, Lil Wayne, I guess, can't do anything for, you know, himself, so he comes with his crew to, like, beat people up and stuff, and I don't know. Lil Wayne don't want you to take no pictures of him. Joshua Ledet, who we thought would win American Idol. Joshua's right here from Louisiana, but Joshua was given the boot last week off of Idol. We don't want him, is what I guess the Idol viewers are saying. Well, the owner of the Fantasia Male Strip Club in New York City has been super interested in Joshua Ledet ever since American Idol fans dubbed him Mantasia. They called Joshua Mantasia because of his powerful voice that drew comparisons to a male version of Fantasia. You know, they both, you know, sing with that, yeah, you know, all of that in their voice. So this stripper owner at the Mantasia Strip Club wants Joshua to do something, quote unquote, at the club. Now, the only thing that you could obviously want Joshua to do would be sing, right? I mean, this kid is 20 years old and he does not have a stripper body. Okay, so the club owner tells TMZ we'll find something for him. He's a very talented performer. I think this stripper club owner may, you know, kind of like Joshua. Maybe in a way that he shouldn't. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying. You just never know these days. Little more music and I'll continue with a Billboard Music Award recap, and I'll also tell you about that Arby's sandwich. Yeah, finger licking good. Here's Notorious B.I.G. Yeah, it's Biggie's birthday, y'all. One More Chance, one of my favorite songs by Biggie.
First things first, I pop up, freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like, cause they don't get Nathan but penetration. Unless it smells like sanitation. Garbage I turn like doorknobs. Heart throb never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Gucci down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam knocking the Mitsubishi. Girls pee-pee when they see me. Navajos creep me in they teepee. As I lay down laws like Island Coppet. Stop it, if you think they're gonna make a profit. Don't see my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? Now tell your friends Papa hit it, then split it in two. As I flow with the Junior Mafia. I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya, Versace shade watching ya.
And that's Biggie, One More Chance. That's from 1995. You know, I don't even think I'm gonna say how old I was then. In 95, you know, I was years old. But I always look 12. I have a very youthful look. This is my part right here. All I need is one more chance.
I got that good love, girl, you didn't know.
Nobody else. Yeah, early in the morning, warming them vocals up. That was Biggie with One More Chance. Yeah, I really like that song. So, the Billboard Music Award recap. So, the Billboard Music Awards was last night. Big night. It was held in Vegas. Yeah, good old Sin City sponsored the Billboard Music Awards. And it was a big, I mean, like, major big night for Adele, because Adele basically swept the awards with 12. Yeah, biggest win of the night, 12 awards. She won for top female artist, top Hot 100 artist, top pop album for her album 21, top alternative song for Rolling in the Deep. Now here's something interesting. Billboard named Taylor Swift Woman of the Year. Katy Perry was handed the Spotlight Award, and Stevie Wonder was honored with the Icon Award. And he sung with Alicia Keys. He asked Alicia Keys to sing Empire State of Mind, and she did that a cappella, and that was pretty interesting. Now, who looked a hot mess? Well, the Hot Mess Award goes to Miley Cyrus. Now, you know, Miley Cyrus already sounds like she's 60 years old and she smokes like 35 packs of cigarettes a day. Well, she shows up wearing a white tuxedo coat. Seriously, that's it. That's what it looks like. And right here on the site, I have pictures of everybody that arrived at the awards, and you can see her. That was really strange. There were big losses in the music industry this year, and Billboard paid homage to people, you know, that passed. Whitney Houston, they did a tribute to her for the Millennium Award is what she won. There was a tribute to Donna Summer and Adam Yauch of the Beastie Boys. Now the Donna Summer tribute, okay. Natasha Bedingfield tried to sing Donna Summer's song Last Dance. And Summer saying she pulled it off, but to me she didn't pull it off. To me it was one of the mess factors of the night. I didn't like that. Now the Whitney Houston tribute, John Legend and Jordan Sparks made the Whitney Houston family proud. Whoopi Goldberg began the tribute by recounting a humorous story of her run-ins with Houston's bodyguard and how the diva told them to leave Whoopi alone. She said, Whitney said, "That's Whoopi, and she'll cut you." And then John Legend sung a stirring rendition of Greatest Love of All, you know. I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Yeah, followed by Jordan Sparks performing I Will Always Love You, which really got mixed reviews. To me, I think Jordan, she held her ground. She did okay. I think, of course, nobody will sing it like Whitney. And I think Jennifer Hudson's rendition was better. Bobby Christina went up to accept the award for her mom with her aunt Pat Houston, and it was very, very emotional. There was not like a dry eye in the room. It really was emotional. Now, this is what I didn't like. A lot of people were tweeting, talking about the appearance of Bobby Christina, talking about her hair, her gap in her mouth, all of this stuff. You know, people can be so cruel. This girl has lost her mother, and she's on stage in front of millions of people trying to receive an award for her mom, and like, all you can talk about is her gap, and her weave looks messed up. Like, come on, people, are we that insensitive? But here's a clip of Jordan Sparks singing "I Will Always Love You."
Life treats you kind, and I hope you have all you dreamed of, and I wish you joy and happiness, but above all this, I wish you love.
And that was Jordan Sparks. Okay, you know, I told you, don't expect Whitney, because nobody can, you know, do it like Whitney, so you shouldn't even expect that. But back to talking about Bobby Christina, you know, and her gap. Maybe she wants to keep her gap. You know, you ever thought about that? Maybe she wants to keep it. Yeah, I'm right. See, the crowd is cheering, you know, because Madonna has a gap, and she likes her gap. I have a small gap. You know, some people didn't even know that, and it suits me quite well. I smile all the time. But here's what Bobby Christina had to say when receiving the award for her mom. She's really, really overwhelmed at this point, you guys.
We thank you, Billboard. We thank you, Whoopi. Jordan, we love you. John, very much. But tonight, the one person that should be accepting this award is the one person that Whitney loved most and treasured most. It's her daughter, Bobby.
And that was Pat Houston. That's Bobby Christina's aunt. And now Bobby Christina is going to speak about accepting the award and her mom.
I just want to say, I just really want to say thank you to everyone who supported us through it all. Not just from when it was good, but when it was bad too. Just everything. Thank you so much for showing that much love. Because she deserved it. She did. She did. I'm just blessed to have been in such an incredible woman's life. There'll never be another one, ever. And I thank you, all of you, fans, everyone, thank you so much.
Yes, Bobby Christina. And very emotional, you know. They showed clips of different celebrities in the audience wiping their eyes. Brandy and her boyfriend, Ryan Press, they showed them, and Brandy was emotional, of course. So, yeah, overall, Billboard Music Awards, a good show. Chris Brown performed, Usher performed, Justin Bieber performed, Katy Perry performed, Kelly Clarkson performed. So it was really, you know, really decent show there. CeeLo Green and Goody Mob performed. Now, what was interesting about their performance, there was a one-legged dancer. Yeah, there was a guy with one leg and crutches. And let me tell you, he danced better than, he danced better than me, and I got, you know, two legs. You know, I mean, this guy was like on it. Seriously. All right, so that's your Billboard Music Award recap. Of course, you can check out photos right here on the site. That's dmartez.com. Now, Arby's. Yeah, this is a very interesting situation here. A 14-year-old kid named Ryan Hart was sitting down eating an Arby's roast beef sandwich when all of a sudden he bit into something hard and rubbery. No, you're so nasty, not a dildo. He examined it, and much to his disgust, he immediately knew it was part of someone's finger. This is according to the Associated Press. Ryan said, "I was like, that has to be a finger. I was about to puke. It was just nasty." Yeah, of course it is. So, apparently, the missing finger belonged to an employee at the establishment who had been working with a meat slicer. The employee had sliced her finger and immediately left without alerting anyone as to what had occurred, explained Steve Hall, the environmental health director for the Jackson County Health Department. Arby's got wind of the incident and released a press statement apologizing for the mishap. John Gray, the food chain spokesperson, told the association that the matter is still under investigation and assures the public that the site was shut down and sanitized thoroughly. Yeah, I guess so. So Ryan Hart's parents took him to the hospital where he was examined, blood was drawn, and medication was prescribed. And the parents are still undecided if they're going to take legal action. Absolutely gross. You know, how did a finger... You know, I understand. Okay, she's at the meat slicer. She's slicing meat. She cuts her finger. She leaves immediately. Blood's dripping. The finger's laying there. Who prepared the sandwich to serve it to this kid? Something's not right here, y'all. Somebody's lying or something. You know, this is a very, very disgusting situation. But I guess things happen. Gross! Alright, well that concludes the D. Martez Entertainment News Show today. Hope you enjoyed. Tell your friends, tell your family. Follow me on Twitter at D_Martez Show. Yeah, D_Martez Show. And on Facebook, you can like my Facebook fan page. It's D. Martez. I'll bring you the latest in entertainment news and more. Visit the site all throughout the day to read the blogs because I want to keep you in the loop. Have a great day, even on a Monday. Remember, something good will happen to you today. D. Martez, I love you listening.